Hello, and welcome to the Center for Brain Relaxation. My name is Calliope, and I have a very short little introduction to read to you before we begin. I will be administering different tests tailored to specific parts of your brain. These tests are well within the brain's wheelhouses. So in addition to giving the brain something to chew on, it also gets a burst of accomplishment with each test. Your eyes will go dark in a moment, and you'll see a screen. Can you see the black screen? Perfect. You should see a bunch of colored dots appear now. I will be asking you where certain dots are. So the very first one, can you see a white dot in the mix of these different colored dots? Okay, can you describe where this white dot is in your visual field? Good. Now can you see a pink dot? Can you find that one? Okay, and where is the pink dot in your visual field? Wonderful. Now can you look for the yellow dot? And where is this dot in relation to everything else? Very good. And the green dot. Can you see the green dot? And where's this dot? Good, okay. And is there an orange dot? Good, and where is that dot? Excellent. So you're going to see the image change now. Okay, and can you see a red dot? All right, and where is the red dot? Excellent. What about a purple dot? Can you see one of those? Okay, where's the purple dot? Yep. What about a gray dot? This one might be a little tricky. Gray dot. Where is this dot? Okay, and a blue dot. Can you find that one? Good, and where is that? Yes. Lastly, this one also might be a little tricky. Can you find the brown dot? Where is the brown dot? Wonderful. The screen will go black again, and then you're going to see a white dot appear. I'm going to have you stare at this white dot, and I'm going to ask you about some sounds you will hear. Do you see the white dot? Okay, just keep your eyes focused on the white dot, and I'm going to ask you if you think that a sound that you hear is near or far. Near or far. So just tell me if you think the sound is near or far. Near or far? Okay. Near or far? near, far. Near, far. Good. The sound near or far? Mm-hmm. Near or far? Near or far? Mm-hmm. Near or far? Good. Near or far? Mm-hmm. Near or far? Near or far? Near or far? Yes. Near or far? Good. Near or far? Mm-hmm. Near or far? Okay. Excellent. Let's see. Let's do one more. Near or far? Mm-hmm. Near or far? Near or far? Near or far? Near or far? Very good. Now, you are going to see the black screen dissipate. There you are. Hi. So, let's move on to a visual test. I have some different colored filters, and I just want you to tell me what color you see. I'm not going to tell you whether it is correct or not. I just want to know what color it is that you see. So, what color is this? Mm-hmm. And what color is this one? Good. What do you see with this color? Mm-hmm. What about this one? What does that color look like? This color? Mm-hmm. What is this color to you? And how about this one? What does this color look like? And how about this one? What does this color look like to you? Let me shuffle these up again. Okay. What do you see with this color? Mm-hmm. Good. What about this one? Good. This color? Mm-hmm. This one. Perfect. Right here. Mm-hmm. This color. Excellent. This one. Mm-hmm. And this one right here. Good. So, now I'd like to do a little sensation test where I'm going to have you identify different kinds of sensation. You will either feel a slide, a tap, or a press. And I want you to just tell me what sensation you feel. Right? So I'm going to have you close your eyes. There you are. So this is what a slide will feel like. Like that. This is what a tap will feel like. And this is what a press will feel like. Just like that. Right? So tell me whether you feel a slide, tap, or press. Slide, tap, press. Very good, quite easy. Slide, slide, tap, press, 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 tap, tap, tap. Good. press, press, tap, slide, tap, tap, slide, press, slide, slide, press, tap, 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 slide. Very good. So now we're going to do a little coordination test, and this is called a Dysdiadochokinesia Test. A long word, but basically what it means is I'm going to ask you to perform a simple, repetitive, but quick movement. And we are checking for dysdiadochokinesia, in which one cannot do this. So I'm going to have you put your hand out flat and put your other hand face down, palm down, onto your other palm. Palms touching together. With the top hand, I'm going to have you flip it so the back of the hand rests on the fingers, and then flip again. And we are going to do this back and forth as quick as you can. And it should be pretty easy. Just like that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Good. Now the other hand. Just like the first hand, palms together to start. Back of the hand to the fingers. And flip back and forth, back and forth, back. Just like that. So can you switch hands and just back and forth? Excellent. Okay, you can go ahead and pause there. Now you're going to see the screen dissolve into black again. Right? Can you see the black screen? Okay. I am going to have you read some words aloud. You will see them typed up on the screen, and I just want you to read those. Okay, so first word here. What is that? Pop. Next word, Nick. Next word, spend. Next word, block. Next, accent. Good. Next word. Yes, this one can go one of two ways. Some people say toothed. Some people say toothed. Good. Next word. Scavenge. Good. Next word. Yes, these are getting progressively longer. Explosion. Now this one might be a little tricky. What's this word? Surreptitiously. Surreptitiously. Good. And this next word. I'll give you a hint with this one. We just had a test about this one. Dysdiadochokinesia. You gotta break it up into little chunks because that's one word. It's rather intimidating. Dysdiadochokinesia. Now, there will be some colors on screen, and I want you to tell me if these look like they are the same color or if they are different colors. Some of them will be very obvious, some of them will not be at all. So, between these two colors, are they the same or different? Good. And what about these two? Are these the same or different? Same or different colors? Excellent. Same or different? Yes. Same or different? Same or different? Same or different? Good. Same or different? What about these? Yep. And these? And these? Okay. Between these colors, are they the same or different? These ones? And these ones? Good. And last set, are these the same or different? Perfect. Now, we're going to do another little hearing test, but this time I'm going to ask you what you think you are hearing. You don't have to necessarily be super specific, as in, this is a crumpled paper towel. It's more like, what does the sound sound like? So it could be crinkling or crackling, bubbling, tapping. Just describe the nature of the sound. Although if you think you know what object it's coming from, you're more than welcome to say that as well. What does this sound like? What kind of characteristics does it have? Good. How about this one? What does this sound like? What about this? What does this sound like? does this sound like? Good. What kind of sound is this? And what about this? What kind of sound is this? What kind of sound is this? What about this? Excellent. Now, you are going to see the black screen dissipate. There we are. And now let's get our cotton buds. We are going to test 2-point discrimination. So I'm going to have you tell me whether you feel 1 or 2 touches on your face. So once again, I'll have you close your eyes, and then I'm going to show you what these feel like. So we have 1 touch, 2 touches. So you just tell me if you feel 1 touch or 2. 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, good. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Excellent. Now, I am going to read off a list of words. We'll start very simply with only 3 words and go up with each list. I will read each list twice. I'll just have you repeat that list. Our first list: mirror, space, column. Mirror, space, column. Good. Rope, border, ache, ulterior. Rope, border, ache, ulterior. Good. Camp, carve, pencil, bake, penguin. Camp, carve, pencil, bake, penguin. Good. Last one. Scratch, flower, impression, pen, cold, flip. Scratch, flower, impression, pen, cold, flip. A bit of a long one there. Scratch, impression, pen, cold, flip. Excellent. Now we are going to do a third hearing test. However, this time we're not going to have the screen over you, and you are going to be repeating the word you hear in either ear. All right? Okay. Lens, elastic, yarn, woven, cork, pink, label, board, cord, light, window, axe, red, support, tin, table, plastic, ivy, slate, waffle, honeycomb, barrier, glass, haze, truck, handle, orange, curve. How are all of those? Yes, you're pretty quick on the draw. Excellent. Now we are going to do one last little black screen overlay, and that should be going up in just a second. Good. And now I'm just going to have you tell me whether you hear a sound on the left or right, and that's it. So I'll get two objects and you tell me whether you hear them on the left or right. Left, right, right, left, both, right, left, left, right, right, left, both. Good. Right, right, left, right, left, both. Good. Now, there's going to be an image on the screen, and I want you to just tell me what image you see there. Good. Next image. Yes. Next image. Good. Now. Yep. Next one. Next one. Okay. Next. Yes. And next one. Next one. Yep. And the last one here. Good. Now, the very last test on the screen here, there are going to be some sentences that appear. If you could just tell me what those sentences say. Okay? Yep. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, there we go. Our last few tests involve your eyes. So, I'm going to have you look right here, and I'm going to have you tell me where you see my fingers appear. So, these are going to be in your periphery. You just tell me left, right, top, or bottom. So, for example, right up here, left, top. But right here would be right. All right? Just keep your eyes right here. Okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Good. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. Good. Okay. Tried to trip you up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm just going to have you again look at my nose. You're not going to need to do anything specific for this. Just keep looking right here. And I'm going to check your pupillary response on both eyes. See if I can trip them up a little bit. Make sure they're all in working order. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. And last test. I am going to trace different shapes in the air. I want you to follow my fingers and tell me what shape I am making. All right? For example, that would just be a circle. Okay? All right, just tell me what shape I am making. Triangle. Square. Diamond. Yep. Rectangle. Oval. Circle. Star. Pentagon. I wasn't sure if you would get that one. It was supposed to be a parallelogram. So, that will conclude our tests for today. I hope that these were able to give your brain something to mull over, some little simple tests that make you feel like you are doing something a little bit to distract, a little bit to relax. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to make these videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, I have a link to my Patreon in the description box below. I offer perks like early access and ad-free access to videos, Patreon exclusive videos, and ad-free downloads of all my content. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a whale of a day. Have a good rest of your night.